The year that was, as far as loss in the way of celebrities. You know, everybody knows some of the names over the last couple of days, but there have been many who have passed away, and I advise you to listen closely because I'm sure some of these people are going to be very familiar to you. A long list, but let me just tell you who passed away in 2016. Sir Terry Wogan, a broadcaster. Frank Kelly, an actor. Tony Warren, the man behind Coronation Street. Paul Daniels, an amazing magician. Ronnie Corbett, a comedian. Denise Robinson, actress. David Crest, a musician. Victoria Wood, known for her satirical comedy. Prince. Carol Lane, writer of The Liverbirds. The great Muhammad Ali. I am the greatest. Actor Carolyn Ahern, along with actor R2D2, you know, Kenny Baker. The incredible Gene Wilder. Alex Arquette from The Wedding Singer. Jean Alexandria, actress. Peter Burns, singer. Game of Thrones star Peter Vaughan. Andrew Sachs, another actor. Also the great composer Leonard Cohen. Robert Vaughn from Man from U.N.C.L.E. fame. Florence Henderson, The Brady Bunch. Ron Glass, Barney Miller. A.A. Gill, a writer, along with the great Zsa Zsa Gabor. Liz Smith, actress, along with Richard Adams, the man behind Watership Down. He was the author of that book. Also, Carrie Fisher, George Michael, and Debbie Reynolds. It has been a very tough year, losing some very talented people. I highly recommend you get the New Year's Day edition of the Beaver County Times. Pick it up wherever that great paper is sold, and hopefully you're a subscriber to it. You can check it out, timesonline.com. The year that was, I'm sure, everything in entertainment and what's to come for 2017 with the great Scott Tatey. Now, speaking of great entertainment and writers, Gene Collier, a longtime friend. Haven't seen him in a while, but I'll say this. He is probably one of the best there will ever be, putting print on paper, as he has for years, as a columnist, sports writer, just about everything you can imagine. Even a great stand-up comedian with the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. But The Chief, the play, that's kind of become like a holiday tradition. Of course, on stage, right here in the Berg, it's become a favorite, all about Art Rooney, #1, The Chief. Well, right now at the beautiful O'Reilly Theater in the incredible, beautiful, fantastic cultural district of Pittsburgh, Mr. Collier's The Play, Rocky Bleier, directed by Scott Wise, produced by Dan Fallon. It is all about the life, the multifaceted life of Rocky Bleier, from Super Bowl champion, wounded warrior, community activist, and family man. Getting rave reviews. It will be at the O'Reilly Theater through January the 7th. And speaking of the Steelers, they, of course, getting ready to take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday at Heinz Field. One of the greatest runs Rocky Bleier ever had, and I remember watching it on national TV. The Steelers came back and beat the Browns October the 1st, 1979, 51-35. Franco Harris had a 71-yard touchdown run, but Rocky Bleier, 70 yards for the touchdown. Look at him go. And he said he finally felt what it was like to run and feel the wind through his hair. Speaking of football, last thing before we head on out for another assignment tonight, I hope that you will stop in at one of your favorite places Sunday to watch the Steelers and Browns. And I must tell you, I have a lot of very familiar places in and around the region that are good to your Pratte Pack, and of course, nice places to kind of gather and spend some time with friends. So I figured the best way to end the year is to remind you when the game is on the HDTV Sunday, Steelers hosting the Browns, CBS, KDK TV2 locally, and maybe you want to go have a few, the official beer of your Pittsburgh Steelers in your Pratte Pack, Miller Lite, distributed locally by Shewalk Distributing and Silverman Distributing, or maybe fine wine in good spirits, Crown Royal, also available in apple and vanilla. You need to think about the following places, and there's a lot of them, folks. I mean, of course, the great Jerome Bettis, Grill 36, right? Beautiful North Shore, lots of stuff there. You can feel the ambiance of the game by just being inside and enjoying it on a big HD TV, but locally, back home, where I reside. Places like the Corner Grill in New Brighton, Jimmy K's, Marion Hill Grill, Woolly Bullies, and yes, making your way through Rochester, across the 9th Street Bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 9th Street, Paul Miller's P-Dubs. If you make a left, you've got the incredible Draft House. And yes, you cross Pennsylvania Avenue, the Monaca Coronet Band Room. And yes, the Monaca SOI, home of my familia. And then at the end of Monaca, it's the American Legion Post 580. So there you have it. Remember, never ever drink and drive. Zip car, formerly Yellow Cab at Pittsburgh. JB Taxi, now County Taxi. And yes, it's everywhere. Uber. Have a great rest of your night. We'll talk later. You can bank on it. Good night.